Greetings!
And today I'm going to be explaining the entire story of Halo Combat Evolved in under 6 minutes. I'm not going to lie to you, I talk so fast in this video that I sound like I'm on cocaine. Yeah, just prepare yourself for that. But now, I'll let you get into the video. So to start off, the first level of the game, we have the Pillar of Autumn. Having escaped the planet Reach, the Pillar of Autumn, which is the name of the ship, comes across a mysterious ring world. Suddenly, the bad guys called the Covenant show up and starts attacking the ship. The captain, that's this guy, wakes up the Master Chief from cryosleep to help defend the ship. As more and more Covenant board the ship, the captain makes a decision to tell the crew to abandon it and land on the ring world while he tries to land the ship on his own. As Chief, you fight your way through the ship, slaying bad guys along the way and eventually make it to a life pod, where you and a bunch of Marines make your escape. After all that intenseness from escaping, you crash land on the ring world only to find that you were the only survivor. Moving on to investigate the mysterious ring world, you find some other survivors. You are tasked with protecting them from waves of Covenant that try to kill you. After successfully saving them all from the big bad death, the pilot of a Pelican, Echo 419, tells you that she noticed 3 other life pods that could contain more survivors. Master Chief hauls ass to go and rescue the 3 other sets of Marines that have crash landed. However, you drive through a cave that is not a natural formation, meaning someone must have built it there. After successfully rescuing all the Marines in the previous level, you find out that the absolute Chad, Captain Keyes, is being held prisoner aboard a Covenant ship called the Truth and Reconciliation. Taking nothing but a sniper and an assault rifle, Master Chief kicks alien ass all the way up to the ship where it seems that nobody's home. Suddenly, wave after wave of sword-wielding elites and various other Covenant comes and attacks you. After fighting through all of that, you finally reach the cell where Captain Keyes is being held. He tells you that he overheard the guards called this mysterious ring world Halo, and that it was some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power. The captain then tasks Chief with beating the Covenant to Halo's control room, but first they have to escape the ship, so that's what they do. And the absolute mad lad Captain Keyes gets some payback. The Covenant was found to believe that Halo had a map room called the Silent Cartographer, located somewhere on an island on the ring. Master Chief leads a group of Marines in an assault against the Covenant on the island. There, they find the map room, but oh no, the Covenant locked the door to it, XD. Chief then has to find the override switch, located somewhere else on the island. As he approaches the override switch building, he's stopped by 2 tanky hunters. However, hunters are no problem in Halo Combat Evolved. After flipping the override and unlocking the door, Master Chief then makes it to the map room where he discovers the location of Halo's control room. On the 5th level in this wondrous game, the Master Chief leads an assault on the control room, fighting a more superior force of the Covenant ever seen before. He fights Wraiths, Ghosts and Banshees, but him being the absolute unit that he is, doesn't let that stop him. In this snowy landscape, he piles his way through all of that with a tank. After reaching the control room and letting his internet girlfriend Cortana interface with the computer, she is horrified to learn that the captain, who is looking for an apparent weapons cache, is in immediate danger. She tells Chief, who has no clue why or what is happening, to go and stop him from entering the supposed cache location. After being dropped off near the cache location by Echo 419, Master Chief treks his way through the swampy terrain and stumbles upon a structure and enters it, only to find no captain and what remains of the Marines that went along with him. After playing back a recording of what they experienced before he got there, he finds out that the structure had been containing a terrible threat, a parasite called the Flood. After finding out this information, Chief is attacked by the parasite. However, not only were they basically space zombies, he was in fact fighting the fallen Marines and Covenant that were previously there. After escaping the structure, he encounters a rather unique ally called 343 Guilty Spark. While being bored to death by 343's Tale of the Flood, 343 teleported Chief and itself to a place called the Library, a structure on the ring that contained the key to activate the Halo Ring to stop the Flood from spreading. After fighting his way through 4 painful levels of non-stop Flood trying to stop him, Chief successfully retrieves the key, called the Index, and gets teleported to the control room. Now in the control room, thanks to 343's teleportation abilities, about to activate Halo's defenses to kill the Flood, suddenly Cortana appears and stops him. It is here that she reveals that Halo isn't designed to kill Flood, it kills their food. Halo is not just some gun you can point at someone and kill them, it is actually a weapon that kills every single sentient being in the galaxy. After this, 343 turns on Chief for not activating the Halo Ring. Cortana comes up with a plan to keep Halo from being fired, essentially by blowing it up. Remember that ship from the beginning of the game? Yeah, we're about to blow that shit up. To buy them some time in case 343 finds another way to activate Halo, Chief and Cortana disable 3 pulse generators in order to force 343 to make repairs on the ring. Cortana is able to find out where the Pillar of Autumn is. However, in order to blow it up, we need the command codes that only the captain knows. After disabling the 3rd generator, Cortana locates Keyes, who is apparently still alive, on board the Truth and Reconciliation again. After being teleported by Cortana to the ship, Chief returns to rescue Captain Keyes so they can blow up the Pillar of Autumn and destroy Halo. Chief fights his way through a shit ton of Covenant and Flood and discovers a terrible truth. The Captain wasn't alive. He was completely taken over by the Flood. With no other choice, Chief punches through the rotting brain of the Captain and retrieves his neural link with the command codes on it. After retrieving the codes, Chief hastily makes his exit from the ship, ready to blow up the Halo ring. After crashing a Banshee into the side of the Pillar of Autumn to piss off his internet girlfriend, Chief fights his way through the crashed burnt ship to the bridge, where he inserts Cortana into the system so she can activate the ship's self-destruct. But oh no! The flying silver meatball 343 appears and stops the countdown. As a result of this, Cortana and Chief come up with a plan to manually blow up the ship's engines with some well-placed grenades and rockets. After doing so, they call Echo 419 to come pick them up. She says, "Yeah, sure, on my way. Go to this part of the ship and I'll be there to come get you." Chief takes the nearest available Warthog and drives through the ship to the supposed pickup location. When Echo 419 arrives, she is shot down by some Banshees and sadly passes away. Cortana locates a fighter jet still docked, and Chief hauls absolute ass in a last epic driving section full of explosions and sick ass jumps to the ship where they make their escape from the ring, which has been successfully blown up. But sadly, they were the only survivors. And that was it. That was the entire story of Halo Combat Evolved in under 6 minutes. I really hope I actually did it. I don't know because I haven't edited it yet, so hopefully I did. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I might try this with Halo 2 and 3, although they are kind of longer games, so I don't know how that's going to go. I'm probably going to need to actually be on cocaine to do that in under 6 minutes, but nevertheless, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.